One of the biggest barriers to taking more vacations is just that they usually cost a lot of money. In this video, I want to try to give you some tips on how to save money when you're going and exploring the outdoors. Number 1, camp. Don't pay for hotels or Airbnbs, just camp outside. It's not that difficult to find a campground that's really cost efficient, and I think you'll actually find that if you do camp outside as opposed to staying indoors somewhere, you'll feel more connected to your surroundings and more connected to the nature that you're going to actually see on this vacation. If you're going on vacation for a few days, this can literally save you hundreds of dollars. Just camp outside. Even if you're camping at a big campground, it's probably only going to be somewhere between 15 and 30 bucks a night. It's extremely cost efficient. If you think you are going to camp, just plan ahead and try to find a campground that you're going to stay at before you go on the trip, or have a backup plan as well, so that if the campground doesn't work out, you know where you're going to stay for the night. Number 2, pack your own food for your trip. It's fine to take a lunch out or one dinner out on vacation, but if you're doing that every single meal, you're going to end up spending hundreds of dollars just to eat out on vacation. If you pack your own food, you're saving that money, and yeah, you're going to pay for food ahead of time, but buying food from the grocery store and preparing it as you go is not going to be nearly as expensive. I'll often pack pasta salads because they're easy to eat cold and you can have them for lunches and things. You can pack deli meat for sandwiches. Hot dogs are always an easy option if you're having a campfire. There are a lot of things that are easy enough to make, even if you're camping, that don't require a lot of time. For breakfast, just pack cereal or bagels. Sometimes we even pack eggs and bacon and have a fancier breakfast, but all of that can be done without going out to eat. And sure, if you are going somewhere new that you've never been to before, it can be fun to go to a local eatery, but do it once or twice on your vacation. Don't do it for every meal. Number 3, drive instead of flying. You might already be doing this. I think a lot of people do this if they are exploring outside, but I also see a lot of people flying places and spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on plane tickets when the place they're going to is only 5 or 6 hours away by car. It's so much easier to just drive, spend a little bit of gas money, but don't buy plane tickets. And by the time that you actually end up driving to the airport and getting on a plane and flying to that location, it's probably going to eat up your entire day anyways. So why not just spend that day driving to your location instead of flying? If you've seen some of my trip review videos, you know that I am not afraid to drive very long distances to get to my vacation spots. And honestly, that's part of the fun, is just driving to get where you're going. If you're doing this to explore the outdoors, it almost feels like cheating to just fly to your location. Like, go drive, physically get there yourself. It's going to be a much more enjoyable experience. Number 4, stop buying souvenirs. You go into a gift shop, and chances are if you go into a gift shop, you're gonna buy something in a gift shop. So just stay out of gift shops to begin with. You can easily go into a gift shop, especially if you're in a national park or in some really special area, and spend $100 on souvenirs. These are impulse purchases, okay? If you know that you're gonna actually use something for a long time and you'll actually get value out of it, then sure, go ahead and buy that thing. But usually it's a t-shirt that you wear once, or it's a keychain that you never used to begin with, or a bottle opener that you already have 10 of. Just don't buy it. If you want something to remember the trip by, then just go make memories, take some nice pictures of the scenery. Number 5, purchase everything you're gonna need for the trip before you even go. Chances are, if you're going somewhere for an outdoor vacation, then there are also a lot of other people who are going to that same spot for vacation, and that means that everything in that area that has to do with the outdoors, whether it be trekking poles or camping gear or sleeping bags, it's going to cost more money than it probably would in your hometown before you go. So just go ahead and purchase stuff now before you go on the trip, rather than potentially spending tens to hundreds of more dollars on that stuff when you get there. Even food and groceries can be cheaper before you get to your location, especially if it's in like a national park town right outside of a national park. you're probably going to end up paying more for any groceries or commodities in that town as opposed to maybe 2 hours away from that town. So just pack a cooler, put your groceries in it before you go, and you'll save a lot of money. Well, that's it for my 5 tips in this video. If you have any other money saving tips, please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video format, then let me know that as well, because this is my first time doing a list format. So hope this all helps. See ya.